Ever feel like you're drowning in information? We're all about getting you to the heart of the matter quickly.
That's right, cutting through the noise and getting to the good stuff.
Today's deep dive is a wild one. Griselda Blanco, the godmother of cocaine.
Oh yeah, this one's got it all.
We've got sources on her whole empire. The smuggling, the impact on the U.S., the violence.
All the crazy stuff you hear about her. It's even wilder when you dig into the details.
We're talking ruthless tactics, a massive distribution network, and a body count that's, well, it's staggering.
And let's not forget the money.
Oh yeah, the money. We're talking $80 million a month at her peak.
$80 million a month. Just think about that for a second.
That puts her squarely at the center of the cocaine trade in the 70s and 80s.
From Colombia straight into the U.S., she built a machine, an empire fueled by, well, let's just say she wasn't afraid to get her hands dirty.
So how does she do it? How do you even begin to move that much cocaine?
That's what makes her so fascinating. She was ruthless, sure, but she was also incredibly innovative.
Innovative? In what way?
She pioneered smuggling techniques that, let's just say they pushed the limits.
We're talking beyond the usual hidden compartments, right?
Oh, absolutely. Hidden compartments were practically amateur hour for Griselda.
So what was she doing?
Human couriers. People carrying cocaine on their bodies or even swallowing it.
Wow. That's just, the risk, the disregard for human life.
That's what set her apart.
Yeah.
The sheer brutality. She was willing to go further than almost anyone else.
And all that cocaine had a huge impact on the U.S., right?
Enormous. Miami, New York, they became battlegrounds in the cocaine wars.
Miami especially got hit hard. Cocaine capital of the world, they called it.
And it wasn't just a catchy name. The city was flooded with drug money.
Which probably created some economic boom, right? At least on the surface.
Yeah, there was a temporary boost for sure. But the sources make it clear that the costs far outweigh the benefits.
We're talking about the surge in crime, the violence.
Absolutely. It destabilized entire communities, ripped them apart.
And Griselda was right at the heart of it. The sources are pretty clear about her role in the violence.
Hundreds of murders are linked directly to her. The use of motorcycle hitmen became her signature.
Yeah, those assassins on bikes, brutal and efficient.
That's her legacy, sadly. She was a pioneer in many ways, but not the kind you want to celebrate.
And it wasn't just random violence, right? There was that chilling story about the former associate and his family.
Yeah, that's the one that really solidified her reputation. An entire family wiped out. Revenge, they say.
That's where she got the nickname Black Widow. It's a fitting title, sadly.
And, her operation, as horrific as it was, actually exposed major flaws in U.S. law enforcement.
Really? How so?
The sheer volume of cocaine, the innovative smuggling methods, it overwhelmed the system.
So she basically forced them to up their game.
Exactly. It led to major policy changes, more resources poured into the drug war. You could argue that Griselda's ruthlessness inadvertently reshaped the fight against drug trafficking.
It's a strange kind of legacy, isn't it? To force change through sheer brutality.
It is. But it's important to understand that context. She changed the game, for better or worse.
And she managed to stay ahead of the law for a long time.
A long time. Until 1985, when she was finally arrested.
Right. The sources detail her imprisonment, her deportation to Colombia, and eventually her death in 2012.
A fitting end, perhaps, for someone who lives such a violent life.
But even in death, she continues to fascinate.
Absolutely. There are countless books, documentaries, even TV shows about her, the godmother of cocaine.
Her story is just so compelling, so over the top.
So to sum it up, Griselda Blanco is a stark reminder of the power of ruthlessness. And in a twisted way, innovation.
She built an empire, a violent empire that left a lasting mark on the U.S. drug trade and society as a whole.
And it all comes back to that question. How do you stop something like that?
Exactly. How do you combat an enemy that's so adaptable, so willing to push the boundaries of violence and innovation? It's a question we're still grappling with today. What do you think?
Well, I think.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Until next time.